Hi there. If you're watching this on YouTube, or you're wanting to watch any of my content on my channel, or both for that matter, I would strongly recommend hitting the subscribe button and comment and like on any videos if you may wish, because this is a general audience channel. Also, this video is not made for kids, it is for older fans and adults alike. So please sit back and enjoy the video. The Return of Splatter and Dodge. Based on Splatter and Dodge by Enterprising Engine 93, adapted, edited, and told by Julyleonard. While the Fat Controller mainly preferred steam engines on his railway, he found diesels useful because they can shunt and pull coaches and trucks as well, but they can be sent away if they show that they have a bad reputation. "You're versatile," he would say to them, "real mixed traffic engines." While some engines, like some diesels, with a good reputation, they are also aware that there are diesels with deep suspicion. It became very apparent on one particular day. A certain pair of diesel shunters named Splatter and Dodge rolled into Knapford Station. These two were known to be troublesome and known to cause mischief. The Fat Controller walked towards them. "Welcome back, Splatter and Dodge," he said. "As you two may know, I have decided to give you both a second trial, so I hope that you'll do better. If so, then I'll accept you into my fleet." "Yes, sir. We'll try, sir," the twin diesels said. "That's a good pair of diesels," said the Fat Controller. "I would like you two to shunt some trucks and coaches for me." Splatter and Dodge were delighted and rolled away as they went about their work. "Heh, we'll be riding circles around this railway," laughed Dodge with delight. "Nothing to it." "Take them by storm, steal their thunder. They know what hit them," said Splatter. "Emphatically," agreed Dodge. "I still don't know what that means," replied Splatter. "At least it's still a good word," said Dodge. "Hey, you two knuckle buffers better get back to work," snapped Gordon. "The express is due to depart, and there mustn't be any delays," he finished. The diesels sniggered together, and Gordon seethed with fury. The yard had taken a dreadful vibe since their arrival. Later, Thomas pulled into the station with Annie and Clarabelle. He saw Gordon resting on a siding. "Dodge is no better, rude, and no better," he said. "I'll ask Percy how he's getting on." "It's disgraceful," complained Gordon. "How do you put such a roustabout in his place? I feel like that I've done so before so easily." "Well, Gordon, shall we form the alliance?" asked Thomas, remembering the first time they formed their alliance. "Yes, indeed. Just like the old days," replied Gordon. "United we stand, together we fall. You help me and I'll help you." "If it's the old days we're talking about, then you're gonna love my plan," said Thomas, and whispered it to Gordon. "Excellent. I'll be ready on your mark," came the agreeable reply. At that moment, Splatter was arranging Gordon's coaches for the express the Wild Nor'wester, when out of the blue, he received his comeuppance. He broke down near the platform and could move no further. "Ah, grease and oil," he exclaimed. "There goes the weekend." Although his breakdown was entirely unexpected, the plan was easier to carry out, much to the delight of the alliance. The station master stumbled into the scene whilst keeping his composure. "I guess I'm not surprised about all this," he said, annoyed. Thomas, take this roustabout out of my sight and take these coaches to the platform. Of course, came the confident reply. He puffed away to arrange Gordon's coaches and Splatter to platform 1. What are you doing? Splatter asked, confused. Exactly what I was told to do, replied Thomas, getting you out of sight and moving these coaches to the platform. Soon, the passengers were on board and Gordon backed onto the train. The guard blew his whistle and Gordon shot forward with a certain roustabout rattling behind. Help! Help! I'm still coupled on, called Splatter. Stow it, roustabout, snapped Gordon. Take the time and enjoy the scenery. If your wheels don't give out by ballyhoo, he finished, chuckling. The cavalcade thundered through the countryside, giving Splatter a run to remember. They arrived at Crovan's Gate, where Jeff the Works Diesel was waiting. Splatter was uncoupled from the back of the train and taken to the works to be repaired. By the next day, he was back at work, looking after coaches and trucks. In the meantime, Dodge set off to take some empty trucks to Farquhar Station on Thomas's branch line. He was going to help marshal trucks in the yard. When he arrived, Thomas the tank engine tried to explain everything he had to do, but Dodge was hardly paying any attention. This made Thomas very cross. Well, if you're not going to pay any attention, then there's no reason for me even bothering to explain everything. Figure it out on your own, he said, and puffed away with Annie and Clarabelle. When Thomas left, the yard manager appeared. Thank goodness you're here, he said. I'm sure Thomas explained everything. Arrange Percy's trucks, please, and don't stray off too far. Oh, and find a brake van, he finished. No problem. Nothing to it, said Dodge confidently. I'll have this place into shipshape in no time. And with that, he set to work. Dodge systematically scurried about the yard, bumping the trucks profusely and lining them up along a siding. Goodness, I can hear you bumping from miles away, exclaimed Toby as he passed by. We appreciate the help, but please don't be reckless. Unbeknownst to Dodge, he was blatantly disregarding the most important trick in the book. Trucks do not like to be bumped unless they misbehave. The yard manager returned with further instructions. Very good, he said. Very efficient. Now move these trucks onto the other line so Percy can collect them, he finished. When the yard manager left, the trucks conspired together. Move along now. Let's go. Move along now. Let's go, growled Dodge as they began to move. As Dodge was coming up the line, he was reaching the yard limits, where a water tower was under repair. Workmen had left tools, pipes, and equipment all over the track. When Dodge and his driver could see the danger ahead, it was far too late. The trucks, determined to pay Dodge out, pushed him on. Disaster lay ahead. There was a crash, but the trucks didn't care. They were feeling pleased with themselves. Serves you right, they said, and laughed. Sleepers and ballast, what a ride, exclaimed Dodge. Just then, Percy showed up. I'm exhausted, he said. Thank goodness we have an engine too. He stopped when he saw Dodge derailed. You just can't find good help these days, can't you? Later, Harvey the crane engine arrived to help clean up the mess. He had helped Dodge back on the rails and was clearing up the unhurt trucks. Dodge was fuming miserably. You might want to adjust your attitude a bit, said Harvey. I've got word from Knapford that Splatter also got into a muddle himself today. Quite a coincidence, if I do say so myself, he finished. Crumbs, exclaimed Dodge. I haven't even thought of that. The Fat Controller spoke severely to Splatter and Dodge after their respective incidents. Although he wasn't intending on sending them away, he was to send them to the ironworks where they can do no harm. This prospect was certainly not well received, but the Diesels had no say in the matter. Once their repairs were complete, Splatter and Dodge rolled to their new workplace. Sonar Ironworks. Looks like we'll be enjoying some scenery, said Dodge. Something's heading towards us, said Splatter. Sure enough, a certain big yellow ochre diesel with a claw on his roof pulled up in front of them. It was Diesel 10. It's the boss! The Gronk twins exclaimed in shock. Reunited at last, chuckled Diesel 10 devilishly. Exile is the one place I ever know how to make myself at home. Oh, how I missed ya. Welcome back to the ranks, Splodge, he finished, cackling. But compared to Diesel 10's return to Sodor, that's another story.